Coach, on the road at Eastwood, after the holiday break and started the second half of the season, came with a loss of 6 points, but you guys came back in the second half, rallied up, tied it up. But if you weren't here at the game, it's still a good game to watch.
Oh, it was a great basketball game. Hats off to Eastwood. Their kids went and offensive rebounded better than we did. We met our goals. We wanted to cut down our turnovers. We wanted to shoot 50% from the floor from two, which we did. We were just really inconsistent with our offensive execution, and that's what hurt us. When we ran our plays and ran them well, we got great looks. We made baskets. But then we would come down and we would have an empty possession where we just didn't run offense and we would force something. When that happens, our guys that are playing that don't have the ball in their hands don't know a shot's going up. That makes it harder to go rebound. And that inconsistency early hurt us. We battled back and tied the game and then had a couple empty possessions again. And, that's the difference. Good basketball teams don't have empty possessions. They don't execute inefficiently and inconsistently. And once we get to that point, we'll be fine.
Even though it was a loss by 6 points, you still continue to prove you're still making major improvements game after game.
Oh, yeah. Well, as I was talking to Coach Fakosh before the game, he's like, man, you guys have lost a lot of close games. And it's true. We have one blowout loss. We have one blowout win. Everything else is 6 or 8 points or less. We're always right there. The biggest thing for us is right now, it's for our young guys, and we're still an inexperienced varsity team. We had 3 stellar players graduate last year, Lakai Robinson, Zach Ward, Jared Durst. We leaned on those guys, and our young guys are growing and learning game by game. And, the fact that we had a 2-week break and then 11-day break in December didn't allow us to develop any kind of rhythm. But now we're kind of at an NBA-type schedule where we play tonight, Saturday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday next week, and January just starts to grind, which is not a bad thing because that's what we need is to get into that rhythm.
Once you get in that rhythm, start winning. But even though it was a loss tonight, the team morale is still pretty good and it's still pretty positive.
These kids love each other. I got this wristband from Jordan Ferguson that says brotherhood. That came from him and his leadership of pulling his teammates together. And that's the kind of kids these guys are. That's the thing that we have to understand is that we're extremely young. Aiden Sprang's the only senior who saw the floor tonight. We started Aiden Sprang as a senior. We started 3 juniors and a freshman. So, these are growing pains. I knew that we would have growing pains. All I can say is people better watch out because I'm not sure they want to see us the second half of the season.